Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I am back with another video, and today I have got some awesome Transformers news to share with you guys when it comes down to the final wave of Kingdom, as well as talk about Legacy. I was just on the call with the Hasbro brand team, and boy oh boy, do I got something that will accompany this guy, and I am really excited to share this with you guys. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's transform and roll out. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon, becoming a channel member, or purchase some merch like my new CWO Con World Order t-shirt today. Okay, so as you guys had already known, I had come back from TFCon, and I was just super excited when they showed a lot of the figures from the first wave of Legacy. But of course, the pre-order for stuff is being pushed out to April. They're pushing back that line for a lot of different reasons. But they did show a Hasbro Pulse Premium event, which is only one figure out of that reveal. They did other figures for other lines, so I guess this was kind of like a small, like a little like dose of stuff. But with that, I didn't get a chance to talk about him, but if you really want to get a red colored hoist named Lift Ticket, this is your opportunity to be able to do so. And I will say the mold is really good, so I like Trailbreaker, I like Hoist. So if you want the figure in red and want it to be a different character named Lift Ticket, yeah, it's not something that appeals to me, but it does look really cool. Of course, you have here, he says Wrecker on the side of him there, and the colors are nice. I do like this silver cannon in and of itself compared to the orange one that comes with Hoist. And other than that, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if you really want the Diaclone colors for figures, you can complete your collection that way in order to have like new updates to those Diaclone figures. I would like to see Ironhide and Ratchet done, well, actually specifically it's where Ratchet's already, the same colors, but Ironhide was in all black for Diaclone with some red highlights. Would be awesome if they actually did him with the whole Diaclone, colors as maybe as a different character. But the big reveal was Blaster. Now, with Blaster, we were talking about Kingdom, we were talking about, a whole bunch of different things during the whole call. There were some things that we were, talking about in particular, like distribution, like where is Legacy lineup, and specifically with Legacy. I do want to talk about Blaster, but I do want to talk about the call in and of itself. And their idea is to try and bring in as many different Transformers series as they can and trying to bring them into the same style of aesthetic. So in other words, if you have Transformers animated figures and you want a Transformers animated version of a character to fit along with the generations, that's not off the table. If you want someone from Armada, or the Prime or Cyberverse, and that was the thing. They said they can't confirm or deny anybody, but all of those characters all have a place. And I thought that was really cool for them to make mention of that, because so many fans are like looking at Bulkhead and RC from Transformers Prime, and they're like, how come they're not like guys, they look awesome. Bulkhead, you have 12 different versions of Transformers Prime Bulkhead. Now there's a newer version of Bulkhead, and it isn't to say that it is going to be the only version of Bulkhead that they can bring. They could do a more animated version of Bulkhead if they wanted to in the future. This isn't off the table. Same thing with RC. We have now like a lot of different versions of RC out there. Now we have a newer update to Prime, and it might not necessarily be the only one. And personally, I think that version of RC looks better if you deco. I've seen people like do digibashes and stuff like that for like Flamor and stuff. They look cool. They really look cool. I like the digibashes that people have been doing. But man, this one here in particular is the final wave of Kingdom. Before Legacy starts hitting the shelves, there's one more wave of Kingdom, and they haven't revealed everything yet. I think Slammer is going to be in at least one of the deluxes that we know of. But we now know that Blaster is going to be the Voyager for Wave 5, and he comes with Eject. So, they showed this, and, obviously, TFW was able to get the screen grabs for it, which was awesome. But here, taking a look at that Boombox Mode, man, man, I've been waiting for a blaster for a long time. I got, Netflix Soundwave. I even mentioned to them that I would like to see them release some of these figures that you guys have had a hard time finding again, so that we can get our hands on, like, let's say we're going to get Blaster, but now can we, more people get their hands on Soundwave too? Can it be easier to get Soundwave? Because, Blaster is awesome. Just this looks awesome. The design of him, like they said they worked really hard. Like the actual speakers themselves, they said that they turn in, and the actual door opens, and then if you take a look at the back of the sculpting, they sculpted in like 2 batteries like stuck in, and like different ports so that you can plug things into him to try and make him appear to be an actual like working like MP3 player. Of course, he's a boombox cassette player, and looking at his robot mode, just looks awesome. The sculpt detail that they've done, and yes, his chest does open with, he has his finger. Let's see if I can actually get this picture. They showed like what Eject is going to look like. I will be honest with you, I was kind of a little bit disappointed that Eject is clear plastic, but I understand what they were going for with it. They wanted him to kind of be like an energy block or something, energy disc. And so that's what I think that they were going for. But the fact that they were including at least one of the cassettes, and he's going to be compatible with Soundwave. So yes, the cassettes for Soundwave will fit in Blaster, and vice versa. So yeah, that means that I would like to see better molding for Rumble and Frenzy and Laserbeak and Ravage. Maybe we might be able to see some of that, but I don't know. That nothing is. They said nothing is off the table. That is one of the cool things that they had mentioned during it, and it's one of a lot of people have been saying stuff, up and down. But it's like, guys, we can come up with so many designs and ideas into the Legacy line, and even this final wave of Kingdom, and just showing off that Eject can go inside Blaster's chest is awesome. It's just straight up awesome. And I was so excited to have been on the call. I had mentioned, of course, I talked about collaborations. With collaborations, they said that Hasbro does a lot of work to try and get collaborations off the ground. After the Ghostbusters and Back to the Future stuff, we had made mention of our dream projects, things that we would love to see. And of course, one of the things that I brought to the table to them is Knight Rider. And I said, please do Knight Rider. And you can even make 4 figures out of it, because you have Kit, you have Car, you have Goliath, and you have the Knight Industries truck that Kit can drive into. If you could do all of that. And then they also mentioned that some of the leader class figures, let's say for Studio Series, are going to, it's a possibility, can't confirm or deny, that's what they said, they can't confirm or deny, that you might see more like accessory figures that might be, let's say, a human companion. So if they do an Energon Ironhide, he might come with a kicker. If they do another one of the Dinobots, he might come with another human character. We don't necessarily know. That nothing is off the table, they said. And I thought that was great, because there's a lot of ideas that are on the table and things that they really try to work into it. A lot of the different websites were on the call, and they had made mention like, hey, we would like to see some more of the stuff with the design, what you guys were thinking when you were working on the Transformers figure. Because we want to see where you're going with stuff. Another thing that they had made mention of was that Studio Series, not just 86, but also the regular Studio Series. I know a lot of Michael Bay fans are big time fans of those figures. They want to see more of it. They said, look, that is going to continue on for as long as we can, to try and make as many of them as we possibly can. Like, in other words, they're going to make more regular Studio Series. They're going to make more Studio Series 86. Wherever they can make these figures fit into the line, they will try and do so. And with that, you got to be excited about this stuff, man, because I've seen a lot of negativity out there, but when I was at TFCon, all I saw was positive vibes, man. And it's hard to look at like a lot of these like groups that are just negative about stuff, and take them seriously, when I saw so much positivity out of Transformers figures. Like, didn't matter if it was a Bayverse figure or if a third party or whatever, and it was just seeing fans excited about Transformers was exciting to me. And then seeing Hasbro being just as excited when they're trying to bring these figures out is also another thing. Another thing that they had, they expressed, they had, you know, for the fact that they're trying to bring these cool new figures out to us in some form or fashion is a good thing. So I think I've rambled on a little bit, long, but I was so excited to share Blaster with you guys and some of the details about the call, in general. There's going to be more information that's going to be coming out. They're going to be revealing more with Wave 5. As I think they're supposed to do another event or something like that where they're going to reveal to everybody what Wave 5 of Kingdom is going to be. Hoping we can all get our hands on Pipes and Slammer. At least we have an inkling about those figures, but also the other figures as well that, like Blaster. I mean, a Blaster is like a must for me. But I want to know what you guys think about this Transformers news. Are you excited about Blaster? Are you excited that they're going to be continuing and trying to do some more legacy Transformers into it? Maybe we might see an Automata Optimus Prime. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. I have a new Transformers discussion retrospective coming very, 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 very soon. Hopefully in time for Halloween. So stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.